In this section, we will review anchorage and bracing requirements for non-structural components. We are going to talk about non-structural component requirements in CBC Chapter 16A and ASCE 7. One major subject of non-structural components is anchorage and bracing. Related inspection items can be found in Inspection Manual Section 2.5. For the next 24 slides, we will review following provisions: exceptions to bracing requirements, anchorage to concrete and masonry, suspended ceiling provisions, and pipe, duct, and conduit provisions. This picture shows a tall and slender casework installed by the owner. This casework was not in the contract document. When you encounter such item, you should bring it to the attention of the school district, the design professional in charge, and DSA. We can quickly discover some potential non-conforming conditions, such as this casework may not be properly anchored and braced. It may interfere with fire sprinkler coverage and the visibility of exit signs and emergency strobe lights, and it could even block smoke from reaching a smoke detector. CBC Section 1617A.1.18 replaces ASCE 7 Section 13.1.4 with exemptions that certain non-structural components are exempt from the requirements of seismic bracing and anchorage. First, furniture except storage cabinets. Second, temporary, movable, or mobile equipment. There are a couple of exceptions applicable to DSA projects. A. Equipment shall be anchored if it is permanently attached to the building utility services such as electricity, gas, or water. For purposes of this requirement, permanently attached shall include all electrical connections except plugs for 110 or 220-volt receptacles having a flexible cable. B. Movable or mobile equipment which is heavier than 400 pounds or has a center of mass located 4 feet or more above the adjacent floor or roof level that directly support such equipment shall be restrained. Mobile equipment shall be restrained when not in use and is stored unless the equipment is stored in a storage room that does not house hazardous material or any facility system or fixed equipment that can be affected by mobile equipment lacking restraint. The non-use 8-hour time limit which trigger for anchorage of movable mobile equipment has been repealed. Third exemption of seismic bracing and anchorage is when the component is positively attached to the structure and flexible connections are provided between the component and pipes, ducts, and conduits, and weight limits shown on next slide are satisfied. Weight limits. Component weight less than 400 pounds or center of mass less than 4 feet above supporting floor or roof. Component weight less than 20 pounds or in the case of a distributed system, 5 pounds per linear foot. Now we are going to talk about anchorage to concrete and masonry. CBC Section 1617A.1.19 replaces ASCE 7 Section 13.4.2.3. For post-installed anchors and specialty inserts to be used in concrete, these anchor or inserts shall be seismically pre-qualified using ACI 355.2 or 355.4 or ICCES AC Acceptance Criteria 193, AC 232, AC 308, or AC 446. To be used in masonry, these anchors or inserts shall be seismically pre-qualified per ICCES AC01, AC58, or AC106. Following are limits on the use of screw anchors. Use only at interior dry locations. No reuse of screw anchors or screw anchor holes. Screw anchors are permitted in building enclosures. Power actuated fasteners, PAF, should not be used in concrete or steel for sustained tensions or as brace application unless approved for seismic loading in accordance with ICCES AC70. Should not be used in masonry unless approved for seismic loading. Should not be used to anchor seismic bracing, exterior cladding, or curtain wall system. Power actuated fasteners are permitted to be used in concrete when used for support of acoustical tile ceilings and distributed system when the load on the fastener is not greater than 90 pounds. It can be used in steel when the load on the fastener is not greater than 250 pounds.